Hello, friends. There comes a time when silence becomes complicity, when pretending not to see becomes part of the problem. There comes a time when a people, tired, hungry, and unheard, begin to question not just their leaders, but the system itself. Across Africa, the drums are changing. Reading from Nairobi to Dodoma, from Yaoundé to Rabat, the people are stirring. Democracy is being tested, and so are those who think they own it. This is not exempt of Nigeria. The winds are gathering in Nigeria too. You can feel it in the markets, in the buses, in the silence of the streets, and in anger behind laughter. Our cup is full, full of pain, full of patience, full of promises that are unkept, and history has begun to clear its throat. When the cup overflows, it does not choose where it spills. This is my perspectives. And today, we speak before the storm. Let us begin. They say when the people refuse to learn from history, history doesn't forget. It just comes back to teach the same people lessons, to teach the same lessons, this time with interest. Look around Africa and even beyond Nepal, Morocco, Kenya, Cameroon, Tanzania, a quiet wave is rising. Citizens are beginning to stand up and saying it's enough. Enough of rigged election. Enough of leaders who treat democracy like their inheritance. Enough of the arrogance that believes the people will always take whatever is thrown at them. In Kenya, they say their voices must count. In Tanzania, young people refuse to be silenced. In Cameroon, even whispers of reform have shaken a tree that thought it could never move. You can deceive the people for a while, but not forever. Now let's come home to Nigeria. 2027 is approaching, and if you listen closely, you can hear the thunder building. The storm is gathering. The country is divided ethnically, politically, religiously. The economy is squeezing the poor. Those in power walk around like emperors, while citizens hustle just to breathe. Arrogance has become governance. State capture has become our daily reality. The judiciary met with side eyes and sighs. The electoral system, a referee wearing one team's jersey. And yet, those responsible for this decay behave as if nothing is wrong. They behave as if history is asleep. But let me remind you, friends, it's not. History is not asleep. When the paw begins to shake before it breaks, it sounds very terribly. I mean, the pot. Nigeria's pot is shaking. The people's patience is thin. You cannot stretch a nation's endurance forever. Something will have to give way. Something will have to give way. We have seen this before. In Egypt, in the year 2011, one man's frustration became millions on the street. In Sudan, in Mali, in Burkina Faso, different names, but the same lesson. When people stop believing their votes count, they find other ways to speak. And history tells us that those ways are not always peaceful. Remember in the year 1993, Nigeria had the chance to prove that democracy could work. We said then, never again. But here we are, repeating the same old mistake and expecting a different result. Friends, that's not democracy, that's a collective amnesia. So, to those already sharpening their tools of manipulation for 2027, to those plotting to rig, to rewrite results, to silent dissent, hear this clearly and hear it well. The people are watching, the world is watching, and history is also watching. You can rig numbers, but you cannot rig the consequences. You can buy votes, but you cannot buy trust. And when the people's trust is gone, your legitimacy also goes with it. Power, they say, intoxicates, but it also blinds. Many people thought they were untouchable until the people reminded them otherwise. For ordinary Nigerians, this is not the time to fold our arms, not the time to drown in cynicism. This is a wake up call. Democracy is not a spectator sport. Your silence is consent. Your inaction, the system's best friend. Before 2027, we have a choice to fix this broken system or to let it collapse under its own deceit. Because those who make peaceful change impossible will make violent change inevitable. The cup is full. The only question is, will we empty it with reform or will it overflow with regret? This is Iyah Iyah, and these are my perspectives. History doesn't whisper, history does warn. Friends, if this message makes sense to you, please like it, subscribe to my channel, and share with your friends. Until next time, I will say bye for now, and God bless always.